teaching and learner agency. And before we start our presentation, we would like to we would like to introduce our team.
My name is Arya Fernanda as a speaker.
My name is Adelia Putri as a speaker.
My name is Heidi Dalewanga as a speaker.
The webinars that we have attended is on May 16, 2026, and via Zoom meeting. The main speaker is Mr. Junjun Muhammad Hamdani PhD, and the moderator is Miss Leora Grahadila Arulita MPD. Mr. Junjun, he is a lecturer in Universitas Siliwangi, West Java. And the webinar is focused on fostering learner agency and implementing Java teaching in classroom, and underscore the importance of valuing student voices to improve the quality of English language teaching or ELT. Okay, and the next slide it will be explained by our brother Arya.
Okay, next, rules and attitude. Aku jadi dua. Sorry. This slide explains the rules and attitude during the webinar. Etiquette during the webinar. Participants should join the webinar on time, use an official virtual background, mute their microphones during the sessions, and participate politely in discussion. On the other hand, participants should not interrupt the speaker, make unnecessary noise, or send unreal messages in the chat. These rules help create a professional, comfortable, and interactive learning environment for everyone. Okay, next. Summary of the webinar. The speaker, Dr. Junjun Muhammad Ramdhani, PhD, emphasized that students' voices are very important in the learning process. Teachers should listen to and respect students' opinions, feelings, and classroom experience. The webinar also highlights 3 main points. First one is training learning agency. Second is promoting collaborative learning, and the last using interactive discussion models. Overall, the webinar encourages teachers to create more student-centered and engaging classrooms. Okay, then.
Okay, moving on to the next slide. Let's discuss about the reflection activity. For this activity, we identify several interesting points regarding student perspective. The first one is the student prefer active session because they gave them freedom expressions. And the next one is boost their self-confidence. And the last one is make the learning atmosphere more engaging. Conversely, what makes students dislike is passive learning method that make them easy to lose concentrations and feels disconnected due to a lack of interaction with their peers. Therefore, the main goal of this reflection is for us as a teacher to be more empathetic toward to students student internal needs. Now that we know what makes the student bored and unengaged, let's discuss about the handling passive learners. To tackle this, we have three practical strategies. The first one is implement group-based learning to promote collaboration, and the second one is facilitate in-depth discussions so that every student feels comfortable speaking up. And the last one is identify the root cause of why the student has been passive from the start. By doing this, our analysis and impact show that we can transform the classroom into a communicative space, encourage active student participation, and provide data-driven solutions for the teachers to address classroom engagement issues.
Okay, communication style analysis. In this slide, we analyze the communication style used by the presenter. One of the key strengths of his presentation is his use of semi-formal and interactive communication style. This means that the material is presented in an academic manner while trying to relax, and then allowing participants to feel comfortable during the webinar. So, the presenter used English as the primary language, but occasionally incorporated English and Sundanese expression. This strategy was highly effective as it tried to gap between academic language and the participant cultural context. Presentation strengths. In this slide, we identify some of the key strengths of the presentation. For example, number one, in terms of delivery, the presenter illustrates excellent organization, a high level of confidence, a well-organized presentation structure, or interactive communication with the participant. Number two, audience engagement in the webinar. The presenter successfully actively engage the audience, create a comfortable and engaged atmosphere, give participants the opportunity to participate in the discussion. And then, in terms of content, the material present has several strengths, namely, it uses real life, sample relevant to classroom settings. It offers depth pedagogical insights. It provides suggestions and strategy that teachers can immediately apply in their teaching practice. Analysis and recommendation. Although the webinar has many strengths, there are several areas that all still be improved. So, for example, speaking fast. Sometimes the presenter explains fairly complex concept at a relatively fast pace. For recommendation, the presenter can maintain a more consistent speaking pace so that participants have enough time to understand the information provided. And then slide layout, some slides will contain too much text or information. So slides can be made simple by adding diagram, images, or key points to make them easier for the audience to read and understand. And then repetition of content. So some key idea of regular repeats multiple times. It reduces time efficiency. 5 minutes can be improved so that more topic or learning example can be covered during the